Hey y'all, it's time. I told y'all I got like 50 subscribers today. So whoever joined, whoever subscribed to the channel today, thank you so much. This is literally my story. So if you tuned in and you did me that great favor of subscribing to our channel, then you were in for a treat. So I'm going to tell you my story. It's a very untraditional beginning. Around age 6, I learned that I was a fighter. I know, right? Probably learned earlier in life that you were a fighter, but I almost died from chickenpox encephalitis. And when I got sick, I was in India with my family. And again, y'all, I was being a badass. So I literally didn't take my medicine. The chickenpox actually metastasized to my brain. Don't feel bad for me. It was literally me. It was my fault. But either way, I was turned away from 2 different hospitals because I was so contagious. It's actually the third one finally took me in when I was in India. And when the doctors came to give me like an IV or something, even though I was passed out, right? I was completely passed out from whatever type of thing was going on in my brain. I woke up because I didn't want to be stuck with a needle. So it's safe to say that I made it through. Okay. So I clearly made it to age 8. And that's when I actually started drafting ideas and business plans while everyone else was playing with Barbies and Legos. Okay. P.S. My Barbie phase didn't last very long. My family knows me because I couldn't brush my Barbie's head without the head kept coming off. And so I kept getting so angry. So at some point, like I was just mad because the clothes didn't look nice. I didn't relate to the Barbie at all. And this was right before like America's Next Top Model really took off. And it was all about like what size you have to do or what size you have to be to look beautiful. And I'm gonna say this right now, I will always be proud and plus size. So back in 8 years old, okay, I was making business plans when everybody else was playing with Legos and Barbies. And then grade 8 happened, right? I was riding to school with my mom and I saw these kids who lived in an apartment across the street, right, from my middle school. And I was completely confused because I went to a great school district. It was a lot of money in the school district. It was so much money, in fact, that we didn't have to get bused to school because we actually wanted. We didn't have a bus system. If you didn't have a car, you couldn't go to my school, and that was a whole privilege thing in and of itself. But I want you guys to really understand that it upset me, right, that the school district was drawing lines to keep people from living across the street from being able to come to my school. They were literally about the same distance I was. I was actually further away from my school, but our road annexed to that particular area. And I just think it was so ridiculous that they couldn't come to my school. So that's when I started realizing I didn't like rules. I just don't like living by rules, especially rules that don't make sense. And so I decided then I wanted to be a lawyer. Yes, in 8th grade because of school district lines. And then I got to grade 10, right? I wrote my first prison paper. And it was a prison research paper. I actually went and visited the jails and everything. I even talked to my classmates about disproportionate crack cocaine laws. I talked to them about 3 strikes you're out laws. And y'all, they looked at me like those kids and those people that belonged in jail. They looked at me like 3 strikes you're out laws weren't so nonsensical that it was okay to send 14-year-olds to adult maximum security prisons and have things happen to them that really shouldn't happen to kids, all because someone didn't do their job in the criminal defense department. So I decided I was going to be a criminal defense lawyer. Okay. So I was so excited. I was beyond excited. And then it happened, y'all. In the year 2017, after I got to law school, right, in 2014, I had a really rough start because I went to the Howard University for my undergrad experience. I did exceptionally well there. I learned about my culture. I got aware. I got the understanding that my history did not start at civil rights and slavery, but it started at something bigger than just me. And then I got to law school, and y'all, it whooped my Black and Indian butt up and down the street. I almost flunked out. I had a low LSAT score when I got there. They still gave me a scholarship. And guess what? I lost that scholarship within a year. Okay. And I almost withdrew many times. I barely finished with a 3.0 in law school, y'all. And I had terrible job prospects. In fact, nobody wanted to give me a chance because I wasn't in the top 50% of my class. We'll get to that in a second. If you don't already know me, my name is Neena Speer, and I'm a trademark and criminal law attorney, counselor, and author based in Birmingham, Alabama. I've been passionate about helping people protect themselves in all areas since I was in the eighth grade. Yes, as y'all heard of my story. And I love helping aspiring entrepreneurs, business owners build and protect their businesses with peace of mind. My journey in entrepreneurship started when I failed the bar exam on my first try, but I did not have time to be sad about that because within 2 weeks of failing, I got into some Black Upstart Accelerator boot camp that changed my life forever. I worked with the Kezia Williams. If you don't know her already, look her up on socials, look her up on Facebook, on Instagram. She's amazing. But there, in less than 24 hours, I actually created my first for profit business idea, and investors were ready to buy it that day. They actually said that they were ready to see my product in Walmart. And I didn't come to that accelerator with that idea. I came with a completely different idea. They kept shutting me down. They're like, Neena, no one's going to pay for that. They are do it out there for free. So this is what I want to tell you. I started out thinking that entrepreneurship was just about owning a business, right? But I know it's about protecting what you create and building a legacy. I realized that helping people start showing them the value that they could add to their businesses just by protecting it, right? If you're on your way, right? Even if you think you're going to be in the way, or maybe it's a goal for you to building a multi-million dollar business, every good business plan also begins with covering your six, right? In just 3 years, I published my own book. I now have about 5 or 6 books now. Started a book brand business. I launched and run my nonprofit, and I came up with that nonprofit idea. Remember when I told you I was 8 years old coming up with business plans? I came up with the idea for my business, for my nonprofit, when I was just 8 years old. And I run that nonprofit to this day. And I helped my law firm go from $80 to the first year of practice. $80. I was working at DoorDash, y'all. My very first year of practice, I was working at DoorDash to pay the bills. I was working for different attorneys, asking, begging anybody for work. And I didn't get anything until my second year. But by my second year, 5 figures every year. 5 figures. After 1 year of practice, I figured out how to transition from an $80 client. I got one $80 consult. I never charged myself that low again. And I switched to 5 figures. And it's because I work from home now. I have my own schedule and I talk about my failures boldly and proudly. I create safe space communities, and there is a Law Sister Circle for you if you're out there. I created Dear Future Lawyer, the book, and it has been a true success. And I tell people proudly and boldly that I failed the bar. And you might fail the bar, you might have failed it many times, but I don't believe in this idea, right, that you can't still be successful if you stumble. I don't believe in this idea that you can't still be every bit as great if you stumble. People didn't give me opportunities. People wouldn't give me opportunities because I didn't have certain things on my resume. And because of that, I had to create things for myself. And you might have to create something for yourself one day too. But when I was 8, okay, I was 8, I was creating business plans. But when I was 6, I knew I was a fighter. I fought. I'm living now to this day because of that. And I'm here to tell you that if you are at this channel, if you are here and you want to get information, if you are looking for a mentor, I got you. If you are looking for somebody who can really help you navigate some of the business obstacles ahead, I got you. If you want to learn some stuff about trademarks from the lawyer perspective or from the business owner perspective, I got you. But what I will not ever do is let you stay in the dark longer than you have to. You don't have to stay in the dark. You don't have to be alone because this is going to be a safe space. And if you can't keep it safe in my comments, okay, comment below. If you can't keep it safe in my comments, don't come. Don't come because I'm telling you, you're not invited. It's not going to work, okay? Because what I'm here to deliver is a story of someone who has refused to stop fighting, refused to stop allowing any type of name, any type of brand of inferiority keep me right from being able to attack everything that I have to go. So I'm actually trying to be at my best this year. And because I'm trying to be at my best, I actually worked with another attorney this year and we came up with something called the Best Conference. Okay. So, in addition to my story, I want you guys to learn all the information, create stuff, and have it protected. Me and another attorney, her name is Amina Jones. She runs Black Lady Law Firm on Instagram. Go follow her. Also, my lawyer, Amina, Amina, in case you don't know, don't spell her name right, please. But me and Amina, we came up with something called the Best Conference. Now, what this is for creators, it's for entertainers, because creative culture is happening, whether we like it or not. And it's important for you to understand how to navigate brand deals, how to navigate your own photos being taken, videos being taken, anybody doing anything for you in the creative space. You need to be able to navigate those conversations. You need to be able to say, nah, I want to own my photos. Nah, I want to own my videos. And Amina and I even talk about how to own lyrics to stuff that you cover online. I kid you not, she raps her own lyrics. You got to hear this. You'll only hear it if you come to the conference. I don't think she's just going to do it just because. So please definitely tune into that. Okay. It's the Best Conference. The link is here. The link will also be displayed for my personal, we got affiliate links. So for my personal affiliate link, it will be displayed in all my branding. But this is going to be my best year ever. And this is going to be the best conference ever. Clearly, best conference. So just come to that conference, learn about it. But my story, that's how I got here, right? Because I am a fighter and I have fought, and you're fighting right now, right? For your business, for your next level, for you to get to where you need to go in life, right? So I'm going to end it with this, right? Because I always try to give out trademark tips every week. So I'm going to give you a trademark tip that I think you really need to take seriously, right? You don't have to do this by yourself. Let me say this again. You don't have to do this by yourself. And I mean by that is that even though the things online, right, are affordable, even though things online are easy, right, it seems simple. Don't ever put yourself in a position where you have to do something by yourself, where you feel alone in the process. Something that I love to talk to people about is making sure that they have a partner. When you are doing a trademark or any business startup, make sure you can bounce ideas off of that person. Make sure that that person is listening to what your dream is, what your vision is, so they're helping you plan for something more than just the next 2 weeks, right? I'm thinking about a year down the road, 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road. And if you don't know how to create stuff for your business, it's okay to invest in coaching. It's okay to invest in courses. It's okay to invest in products that will help you get better. There are people who have done it better than me that have templates. There are people who have done it better than me that have courses. And guess what? In order for me to get to where I needed to go in this law field, I had to do that. I had to learn how to work smarter, not harder. So if you are out here, right, trying to build everything from scratch, knowing, right, that there is a framework that works, that actually will help you sell something, that will help you make better customer service decisions, you might be doing a little too much work. It's great for us to build up frameworks because I am building my own, right? But also learn that there are people willing to help you, people willing to reach back. If there's a course out there in an area in which you want to become a master at, take it. If there's a course out there that will teach you how to do the things that you need to go about doing, take it. I do not believe in keeping education from yourself, right? We are consistent learners, lifelong learners. And even though you're not in school anymore, if you are continuing to educate yourself and learning, you're going to get to the very best level of business, because business is a forever learning process. And if you understand that and if you really get that into your head, then we are going to have fun. This is going to be a channel where you'll learn things. You can tune in, right, to all the free stuff that's on the channel, okay? But if you want more, if you want to connect more, there's even more options. If you click the links that are in the channel, you will find out what some of those options are. But I want you to learn. I want you to be knowledgeable so that you too, right, can understand what it means to call yourself an entrepreneur, what it means to say that I'm a Black business owner, what it means to say is that I'm a Black female business owner, right? I'm also Indian, so I'm gonna probably shout that from the rooftops. My dad's over there in the corner because, gotta keep it at my back. But I'm telling you from experience that my story is one of fighting. I fight for everything that I have in a good way. I'm not a survivor, okay? I don't want to classify myself as that. I don't want you to classify yourself as that anymore. I'm a fighter. I'm fighting for something that's valuable for me. And that is my story. That's how I got to where I am. In a second, I'll tell you about my why, the thing that grinds my gears, the thing that we're going to have many conversations about over time, and the theme that you will see throughout all of my contacts. But for my trademark advice to you, don't do this by yourself. You don't have to. You don't have to. I understand that you might want to. I understand it might be easier. I understand that people have hurt you before in your process to try to get protected. But don't do it by yourself. And at least, right, do the research to make sure you do it right. Okay. And what I mean by doing it right is all you got to do is go to uspto.gov/trademark. Okay. Click the TESS records, click free form. And then after that, you can do your searches. Okay. If you don't know how to do your searches, the trademark office offers search tutorials on the website. Okay. So if you want to at least try to do it right, make sure you take those steps. Look up the case law. If you don't know how to do it, plenty of attorneys teach search workshops, including myself. If you would like more information about that, tell us in the comments. Come on. I want to help you. If you got questions, we got answers. And on every Thursday, it'll be a free Q&A for us to talk about trademark questions, anything. Because what I've learned is that many people hide the ball, but I ain't going to hide it. Because if you come and talk to me about anything related to my business, I want you to be really, really selective. I want you to be like, Neena, I've already decided I'm working with you. And if that ain't something you feel, you can wait. It's cool. I want you to feel excited because I feel excited when I learn about your business. So, telling you this from my heart, I'm fighting, right? I'm fighting for something bigger than me. I'm fighting for the fact that I didn't have a lot of people fighting for me, right? I had to fight a lot to get out of these ruts that I found myself in many times. I found myself where people didn't believe, where they thought that this needed to be this. And people used to judge me because I wanted to be a criminal defense lawyer. And now I do criminal defense and trademarks. And they don't understand how it connects. But my good friend, Amina, the reason why we started this best conference is because we understand, right? The records, right? Everything that you're putting out there, it's a record, right? It puts out everything. Your criminal record is there. It's there to stay. If you understand the permanence of a criminal record, you can also understand the permanence of a trademark. If you do things the right way, you can also clear, right, records and make them even better. You can get yourself to another level. So take yourself out of that mindset that a trademark has to be difficult. Take yourself out of that mindset that law school has to be difficult, and take yourself out of the mindset that you can't be plus size and proud, because you can. And don't let anybody's son or daughter make you feel different. Okay. So I love you. I appreciate you. And I just want you to know that it has been an honor having you as a subscriber on my channel. I hope you come back for many things more. But I am so excited. This is great. Happy 2022. And I'll be right back to tell you about my why, because that's my homework for my course that I enrolled in and paid for. Okay. I'm just telling you, I'm paying for things that matter to me. You need to pay for things that matter to you. So I love you guys. I'll see you back in about 5 minutes. Bye.